account looking like yikes.
The hunt? Oh, it's on. Well, it's the coach. This is the 2018 season, and you've got it tuned to EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see last year's rushing king, Kareem Hunt, fresh off a 100-yard performance a week ago, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A minute ago, Arrowhead was rocking. The offense led out by All-Pro tight end Travis Kelce as the Chiefs get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Hello again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. Leading the charge is the UCF product who hails from right there in the Orlando area in Altamont Springs, Blake Bortles.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon. He takes this for 3 to the 29. And now a look at the offense for Jacksonville.
Let's take a look at tight end Austin Seferian-Jenkins, or ASJ as his friends and all announcers like to call him because it's a whole lot easier. Second tight end drafted in 2014, but production was really lacking until 2017 with the New York Jets. Had 50 catches, which was more in his 2+ combined years with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Throwing is Bortles. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 42 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
380.
They go play action here on 1st down. And his pass incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And now it's 2nd down. And a glance now at the Chiefs' defense.
After all he's been through, I want to talk about Eric Berry, and it was really tough for any NFL fan to see him go down the opener in New England last year. But one thing we know about him, he's resilient. This is a man who's beat cancer to come back and play at an all-pro level. And why? He can cover in the deep zones. He drops down in the box in the run game, and he can blitz the quarterback. You name it, Eric Berry can do it.
380! 380!
There's Leonard Fournette, 1,000-yard rusher from a year ago. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
380! 380!
From the gun on third down, Bortles. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Brandon, lest my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5.
380!
Now Bortles. And this is caught by Lee. Touchdown Jacksonville. Marquise Lee, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Mahomes now to throw. And Hill with it over the middle. The numbers for Hill a week ago. 4 catches, 64 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
4 down. Here we go now. Green, 90.
Now here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Barry Church, the strong safety, the one to get him down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. On target over the middle to Hill. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down. Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And we take you through the starting defense for Jacksonville.
I want to highlight Telvin Smith, only the third linebacker in Jacksonville Jaguar history to make a Pro Bowl, but not for that reason. When he came out of Florida State with his build, many were projecting him as a safety in the NFL. Around 215 pounds. He's gotten a little bit bigger, but his ability to run and hit and make plays has made him one of the most valuable linebackers in the NFL. They made the right choice leaving him at that spot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Malik Jackson there to make the stop.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green.
Mahomes going to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first. Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the three.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Ready. Green, 90.
Here's a carry for the fullback. That's Anthony Sherman. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. And Butker able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Jaguars getting set to go. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Green, 80.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He got 29 yards that time.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Throwing right, and that's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A first down carry now for Yeldon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Let's go.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Bortles now on the option left side. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. And his throw is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. To throw is Bortles. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Ben Koyak, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Lambo on for the extra point. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Ready. Green 90. Green 90.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That goes for a gain of 31.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll run. This is Hunt. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. The extra point up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. All right, Austin Seferian-Jenkins trotting back onto the field with the rest of his offense. And we roll the highlights of the game he's had. You know, when we talk about wide receivers and how you shut them down, what about when you have a tight end like this having a game? How do you stop him defensively?
it really changes what you're trying to do, because defensively you're worried more about the wideouts. Okay, how are we going to cover them? The running backs, how are you going to shut them down? But the tight end is that elusive, unique player. Linebacker covering, cornerback covering, safety covering him, always has the advantage, usually has final answer against anyone who tries to defend him.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by David Amerson. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October, because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes.
Ready! Blue 45! Blue 45!
On second down, here's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On 4th down, on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week, as his first one here's away. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. Getting set to go again, Blake Bortles marches back onto the field with his offense. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
He'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Allen Bailey in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's Bortles to throw. That is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Now he'll let it go deep. Oh, that's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Great patience in the pocket. Of course, it's easy to be patient when the protection's good, and it was.
Yeah, you got to pat those guys on the helmet and say thanks, because they gave him plenty of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through the reads that he wanted to, and deliver the ball accurately. That was really well executed.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
380.
Into the red zone, it's Bortles. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
380.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. This will be caught at about the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now Bortles again. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
380.
Bortles to throw once more. And this is caught by Lee. Touchdown, Jacksonville. 3rd touchdown pass of the game for Blake Bortles. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Lambo to add on the extra point. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Here we go now.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jalen Ramsey, the all-pro corner there defensively for Jacksonville.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another 1st down. On 1st down, Mahomes. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now it's Mahomes again. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Butker on for the PAT. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-17. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be taken short. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll start with an AFC matchup in the Meadowlands as the Jets play host to visiting Denver. And it is the Jets who have the lead in that one. Josh McCown throwing the football well. He has 3 touchdown passes. From there, we stay in the Empire State. We head up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Tennessee Titans. A touchdown pass for the rookie, Josh Allen. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And that game all tied up with the visiting Green Bay Packers. In the game you've been watching, it was Blake Bortles with a strong first half throwing the football. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already. And that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you. And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Muscles him off. Breaks free again. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Hunt gets it on the draw from Mahomes, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here we go now. Green, 90.
Mahomes to throw on second down. And Conley's got it over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Mahomes now on first down. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Chiefs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Ready. Blue 45. Blue 45. Hot.
Mahomes now to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are in for 6.
He's multi-talented and so versatile. Had a career-high 8 touchdowns last year with Alex Smith at the helm. And while Patrick Mahomes has a reputation of being a gunslinger, if he can focus on number 87, Travis Kelce, in the red zone, he's going to do just fine.
Butker now to add the extra point. Extra point right down the middle, and that gives him a 3-point lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Butker now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And here is Blake Bortles as we focus in on him for our player spotlight. And 3 touchdown passes so far, but it hasn't been enough.
And the guys that I know that run teams in the NFL, they think it's because they haven't done enough. Despite what we're seeing here, 3 touchdown passes, looks good. In his mind, he's thinking, I just have to find a way to do more.
Yeah, he might be thinking I need 4 and 5, maybe 6. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Yeldon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Cole. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Bortles to Cole for the Jacksonville 1st.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Bortles now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. And that is incomplete here. Niles Paul, the intended target. And it's 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
380.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Jaguars on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7.
380.
Bortles going to throw. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Fournette, a first down carry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Bortles now on 1st down. Caught, Safarian-Jenkins, right side. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver was able to dot the I with both feet,
while making sure that he possesses the football all the way through the catch.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Let's go. Check. Green 80.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved.
False start, offense.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that
Still
play.
second down.
Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Green 80.
After the penalty, it's Yeldon. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. T.J. Yeldon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down? We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. Lambo on for the extra point. Oh, this is blocked.
That's our ball, baby. Going the other way.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, spinning away. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. They go play action here on first down. And going deep for Hill. He's got it at the 15. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Hunt. And now running right through him. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll run again with Hunt. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and get it home with Sherman, the fullback. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Second and goal from the 1. He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Anthony Sherman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the 4th. Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again. They go to the big man. 2nd time he gets it done.
almost as if they were feeling like he was establishing a rhythm. Give it to him again and again, and how about the end result? Finishes it off in the end zone.
Touchdown, great run, and the score. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 right at the 30. From the gun, it's Bortles. And complete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
The Chiefs offense and Tyreek Hill heading back out onto the field. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Hey. Here we go now. Blue 45.
A toss play to Hunt. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. On target over the middle to Hill. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Here we go now.
They'll let the fullback try and pick it up. This is Anthony Sherman. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a 1st down.
Here we go now.
Now it's Hunt. And he stopped immediately there. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius brings him down. run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. That's going to leave him with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. They run again with Hunt. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 12 yards in the Kansas City first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Hunt showing off the same form from a year ago as the Chiefs come up with a first down.
Green 39. Green 39.
Now Hunt. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back them up 5.
Still second down.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. His throw caught right around the 6. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Butker on for the PAT. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be taken short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Bortles now on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Lee. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Bortles now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Bortles. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. This is Yeldon on the dump off. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Jaguars on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This will be 3rd and 6. Bortles gives to Yeldon on the draw. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They'll go with a big back, Yeldon. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that one.
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Here we go now. Green, 90. Green, 90.
They'll run it here with Hunt. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Ready, blue 45.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A quick hitter to Sherman, the fullback. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. fourth quarter, holding on to a lead, fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the fourth quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for the Chiefs, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.